Hi, welcome to the channel. My name's Mr. Aid, and continuing my Vampire The Eternal Struggle deck box openings, this week we are looking at Ventrue. So the leaders of the masquerade, or self-proclaimed leaders anyway, if you are into the lore. And seriously, go and check out the lore of the World of Darkness. It is absolutely amazing. So Ventrue, these tend to be the leaders of Camarilla. So their base disciplines are Dominate, Fortitude, and Presence. So yeah, let's get into the box. So 100 cards in the deck box. So you've got your library cards, which I'll come on to afterwards, and then you've got, so this is from the starter set, so it's just got a seating order here. So if you want to randomize it, and then a quick reference guide on turn orders, the disciplines in the game, different clans, blood pools, then things about the Camarilla. And then we've got your 12 starting vampires. So these are from your Crypt. And so they're part of the Camarilla. You can see that because I think the subtitles will probably, looking at, have Camarilla here. And then you've got the disciplines down the left-hand side, as well as the symbol here for the Ventrue. So she's a prince of Nairobi. So 7, so she's quite old. So 2 copies of Alice Chen. Brock Sterling, relatively young vampire here with only 3 and only 1 discipline, which is Fortitude. So you can tell he's big and strong. So he's got the Fortitude to keep him alive. So Chelsea Blake, so 4 disciplines. So it's the standard 3 for the Ventrue, as well as Celerity here. So she's going to be able to do some of the faster, quicker powers. Another Prince. This is going to have an awful lot of votes in this deck, looking at it. So because the Prince gives you 2 additional votes in the, you know, when you are trying to get some sort of new rules and laws through. Madison, just standard Camarilla here, so but 6 power. Naomi 5. Ashari, I think that is. So Camarilla, and then we've got another Prince here, Prince of Rotterdam, with a special ability. So you can unlock him after referendum is called by him and passes. But you're going to get quite a few of the, I think, the referendums through off this deck, because you've got quite a few princes in here. So another one, and yet another prince. Yes, so you've got, what, 4 or 5 princes? So it's going to give you, if you get several of these out, a lot more voting powers to get a referendum through than others. And she has got bonus here, potent. So that's going to make her stronger to pull off the sort of strength-based disciplines. Okay, so that is the Crypt. Let's have a look at the library itself. So Anarch Troublemaker. So this is a master card. So it's unique. Put the card into play. During your unlock phase, you can give control of Anarch Troublemaker to your prey and either lock up to 2 vampires they control or burn equipment on one of them. That's a bit mean. Well, none of this game is friendly. I'm going to guess we're going to get an awful lot of political actions in this deck to run alongside the princes that we've got. So here's the first political action. So a successful referendum means each Methaluser burns 1 pool for each minion they control. So a modifier here, only usable during the polling phase. So if you've got the presence ability, you get an extra 2 votes, or even 4 if you've got it at the master level. Okay, we've got several of those just to help get your referendums through. Blood Doll. So put this card on a vampire you control. During the master phase, the vampire controller moves 1 blood from this vampire, from their pool, or from a vampire to another vampire. Conditioning, which is a dominate ability. So it's going to allow you to bleed more successfully. Most vampires can only bleed at as a base of 1. So this is going to give you up to 2 or 3 extra. Sorry, 2 or 3 in total, I should say. So we've got a modifier here. So vampires cannot block this action. This vampire takes 2 unpreventable environmental aggravated damage. Wow. So you force them to sit out in the sun. Aggravated damage is incredibly difficult, if not nigh on impossible, to heal for a vampire. So deflection, only usable for a minion on the bleeding phase. So lock this reacting vampire, change the target of the bleed to another Methaluser. Nice. So we should have, yeah, good amount of deflection. Enchant Kindred, so as an action, so you can bleed direct onto another Methaluser. So, and you're going to get a bit of extra stealth with that if you do have the Presence ability. Okay, quite a lot of that. We're still going. Freak Drive. So this is a modifier, and you're going to need Fortitude, only usable after an action resolution. So if you've got the base ability, only usable if the action was successful, and if you've got the enhanced part, only usable if it was blocked, and then you can get your vampire back as well. That's really handy. Hidden Strength. So this is ability allows you to soak additional damage. So they've got lots of votes. They're going to be hard to kill, and they can misdirect damage to other people as well. So MasterCard allows you to transfer more blood quickly across vampires. Take more additional bleed. Kind Resource Contested. So it's a political action. Allocate 4 points amongst 2 or more Methalosers. Successful referendum means each Methaloser burns 1 pool for each point allocated. Okay, that's a bit mean. I'll go to people a bit quicker. And there's lots of those. Majesty, which in the game, the role-playing game, this is the sort of top power of the Presence discipline. So you can strike with it to end. So you're basically using it to end a combat, or you can end a combat and unlock before the combat ends. Wow! So you can go into, someone attacks you, or you try and attack one of your units, and you're blocking. You can block and then still end that combat, and then unlock your vampire to go again. Just out and out, lock any minion. So what's that? Priority Shift. So it requires a prince or Justicar, and we have a fair amount of princes up here to pull from. So it's a political action. Choose a Methaluser has a more pool than you, and allocate 3 of their pool between 2 or more other Methalosers, including yourself. Thank you very much for that. Successful referendum means the chosen Methaluser loses that pool, and it's allocated as you choose. It's just going to take blood off people, and you're going to move it pretty much to yourself. So being part of the Masquerade, they do have they rely on the 6 traditions within the role-playing game itself. So we might see cards. So this is the second tradition, Domain. So it requires a prince or Justicar again, and then you're just going to get an additional +2 intercept. Also usable by a locked prince or Justicar, even if the intercept is not yet needed. To burn 1 blood, to unlock and attempt to block with 2 intercept. So we've got Uptown Hunting Grounds. So this is a unique master location to the Ventrue. You're going to need to use 2 out of your main pool, but it'll give you a neat hunting location. So during your unlock phase, a ready vampire you control gains 1 blood. A vampire can gain blood from only 1 hunting ground each turn. Ventrue Headquarters, unique location. Wow, lock during the polling steps of any referendum to get +3 votes. They're going to get, with this out, you're just going to get every referendum through pretty much, unless the other people on the table just gang up on you. So visit from the Capuchin, is that, I would guess, unique. Put this card into play with 4 counters. You get +1 hand size for each counters on the card. Well, each time you replace a card other than this card, burn 1 tokens from your hands. So with this game, with the hand size, your standard hand size is 7. 7. I've got 5. I haven't got 7 fingers. And every time you play a card, you instantly get to draw up. So this is going to move your hand size to 11, which is going to give you an awful lot to do and a lot of options on your turn. So Voter Captivation. So this modifies, unusable during the resolution of a political action. This vampire gains +1 blood for each vote by which the referendum was passed. Wow, as above, but move up to 2 of those bloods to your pool instead of this vampire. I really want to play the Ventrue. They sound really, really fun. Rake with an evening's freshness. Usable only by a locked vampire. do not replace it until your lock phase. So I guess you play it as a reaction. On there, this vampire wakes. They ignore the requirements to be unlocked to play for the reaction cards and attempt to block until the end of the action. Okay. And then we've got wider view, which is a master, which is trifle. It basically gives you additional master card because you only have one out. And this will allow you to have two. Put this card into play. You can use one transfer to draw one card from your crypt and then remove one crypt card from your uncontrolled region for the game. You can use 4 transfers to burn this card and gain 2 pull. Interesting. So yeah, that's actually a really fun looking clan. And I think on theme, perfect. You know, so that they are the vampires that, you know, they feel they're in control of the camera. They technically are, loosely. So they've got a lot of voting in here. They've got a lot of things to keep themselves alive by misdirecting damage and ending damage and controlling other people. And as I say, lots of votes as well. So yeah, that's Clan Ventrue, which is, it's a great looking clan. Don't know whether I want to play this more than the Gangrel now. But that's it. That's my quick unboxing and go through of Clan Ventrue. So I'll be going through all the clans available in the game. So if you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to watch more of these, please do subscribe to the channel and help it grow. And I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.